And speaking of evasive, we get 2 evasive players going head-to-head now. It's Texas versus Louisiana. MuteAce versus Jordan. This is going to be a banger of a winners finals, and it's almost weird. Almost is the operative word here. That I'm watching winners finals of a Shockwave and it's 2 high tiers.
That is almost weird.
It's almost weird because I know that Steve is good. I know that Rob is good. And we've got people like Oryx, you know, in the region. But for some reason, it just feels like a Shockwave tradition that there's a character there that shouldn't be there.
That doesn't belong.
Yeah.
One of these things is not like the other situation.
But both of these characters belong.
They do indeed.
I see a top 8. I see a winners finals between a Peach and a Wario, and I think, yeah.
Yep, that's
right.
That sounds correct.
That reflects the meta. Now we get to see, oh my god, dude, this tournament's run so long, Town and City is entering the morning
Don't
time.
do this to me. Okay, I was looking at myself in the corner of my eye, as I do, a vain individual, and I thought, man, I sure do look like it's 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait.
Oh. No, okay, can I say though?
2:15 in the morning.
Town and City, very beautiful in the morning configuration.
It
This
is.
is really cool.
It really does look like the sun is just coming out, and I don't want to hear that right now.
I don't want to think about that, just like Jordan doesn't want to think about that for a stock because MuteAce just axed him.
Currently, MuteAce is my best friend for trying to make this quick. But God,
we don't want to see midday Town and City by the time this tournament's over.
Honestly, might be Louisiana's best friend also if they want to get home at a decent time.
RJ's sitting there like, I do not want to drive all the way back.
I'm not doing it. We're getting a hotel. Call into work, fellas.
You will. Dude, the insult to injury too is that they got to drive east to Louisiana, so they're driving directly into the sun when they go home.
Oh no.
That's so sad.
MuteAce is definitely trying to drive Jordan into the sun right now.
And he is doing so. I mean, the heat is on with 114. I mean, you know, by this point, we're still like halfway through the first stock when Jordan was playing against Z3. This is high octane. We're a minute and a half into this game, and Jordan is just barely hanging on to this second stock.
Yeah, barely alive. Honestly, maybe shouldn't be. Depends on.
Yeah.
Doing a really good job of slowing it down after all of the mess at the start.
I feel like that happens sometimes when you're not warmed up at a set, and great falling backer. That hits so low.
I need to point out specifically about Jordan. Jordan is really good at calling out opponents' timings for getting off the ledge, and really good at placing that back air just when they want to jump.
Yeah.
It's happened so many times.
Great tech. That kind of tech right there tells me that you're a high-level player at least.
And awake.
That I can trust you. And that you're
not even just like jokes about time, but like literally not asleep at the wheel. It'd be so easy to lazily press up B and be like, I'm fine.
That was a motorcycle joke.
Yeah. Yes, I intended for that too.
Yeah. You hit them both. Neighbor can do it all, ladies and gentlemen. And Jordan trying to fight out of this corner with that up tilt maybe would have led into a waft, although without that lingering hitbox the way that it used to be, probably not. I mean, you'd have to imagine saving it for the last stock.
Yeah, and honestly, at this point, the last stock might not be too far off. Not long for this world.
Yeah. Twice, now that that's happened with MuteAce too. He just does not care.
No. Not one for saving the animals at GDQs.
Or at Ultimate Shockwave. He's got to save the frames off the tournament. Down tilt dash, like, not going to kill.
I'm voting for save the frames right now, TBH.
Normally we want more GDQ, but this is not GDQ.
No. Oh, coming down straight with the forward air. This time Jordan not on point with the back air to call it out.
And now, yeah, trying to call out the landings from MuteAce, but after he did that first forward tilt, he's the kind of guy that will internalize that. And just the way that you were talking about how Jordan is very good at calling out the timings on ledge, MuteAce is just the same.
Right. I've said it before that MuteAce makes his bread at the ledge, and that's not just a Peach making cake joke. Yeah. That is actually just, he makes his money at these tournaments by ledge trapping. Peach gives you all the tools to do that on reaction, because you can sit there and float and then on snap judgment see, oh, that's neutral get up, in comes neutral air. Oh, that's a roll, in comes the back air, and into the next thing, right? Oh, you're jumping, all right, I'm going back to the ground, we're going to catch your landing.
Well, and what's so good about Mute is that, you know, he demonstrates time and time again that he is so good at reacting. And again, reacting Not just because he can, you know, pick something, like recognize what you're doing in 2 frames. Kind of what we were talking about earlier at the end of the Mutant Johnny set, that he's very good at narrowing down your win conditions or just what you can do to get out of a bad situation and saying, you are likely to do this given either the pace of the match or, you know, just where I'm positioned or what I try to bait out of you. I think he's very good at saying, you know, what can I make you do?
This is
and
good.
now this is a legitimate secondary.
It is a legitimate secondary and also not a bad pick in the matchup. I'm not going to cap.
I'm interested to hear why
it's not winning for DK, absolutely. But DK functions similar to a sword character in a lot of fashions against Peach. Does honestly just the dash attack and grab and like back air mix that DK brings to the table is solid against Peach. It's good anti-float stuff. And you know, Peach hits you and does 1 million damage. Every character does that against DK, so it's not nothing has changed.
Understandable. But what is changing is that playstyle from Jordan, whereas that Wario was very sort of react, sort of. He just did it again!
Why not?
Dude, he went for the false combo.
Went for
went for it.
That's, we don't refer to them here. That's actually the Bulby combo from Jimmy Neutron. The slap, 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 clap, clap, clap.
Yeah.
Shout out to
I went to Carl Weezer.
Well, that's the only one.
Jimmy!
I need to shout out N, who is, I hope, in the chat for that. I stole that from him like week 1 of Ultimate.
Yeah, and he's right.
And he is right. Oh, bonked.
Boink. Oh,
You're
yeah,
dead.
You're just getting down thrown.
There's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go but the blast.
I thought it was going to be the skill check, but I was like, MuteAce is going to do the skill check.
Well, MuteAce also just not a fan of mashing.
Is that true?
Out of grab. Like, Rob is a pain because mashing out of the grabs was so difficult.
Oh, true. Yeah, he hates that.
Also, like, literally has hand problems. So, like, it's a struggle.
Dude, okay.
Oh, is this it?
Oh my gosh, he actually
buddy.
got that. That is clean. Dude, that whole stock was really good from Jordan. I think that he's made some really good adjustments that early on in the first stock, as he does drop that last one, we go to last stock, Jordan was looking for a lot of landings from MuteAce, trying to catch him on the ground, things like down tilt, right pivot grabs. We saw that get punished a couple of times, but now he's much more comfortable saying, right, as long
One
as
for
I...
me, yes!
That's the favor.
I could feel it.
I was going to say, as long as he either changes the pace by like kind of half a beat, or if he does decide to kind of anti-air, he's trying to do it again. He's generally in a better position.
I get it. I get what he's going for. It's trying to go for the down air armor through because it's going to be a position where MuteAce can't escape at that point. But he's starting it a little bit too deep with the down airs inside of him.
There's, again, a down tilt trying to catch Mute on the ground when, again, Peach's landings are so hard to punish. Like, you can't really anti-air her like that. With just sweep it on the ground, but just get out of my house!
Yeah. Here's the thing. It's a lot harder for you to just react and cover my neutral get up when you got a turnip in your hand and when I have an invincible option.
Yeah. I got the super armor. It'll kill you. Wallop!
You're disgusting. I'm going to kill you.
Give me $500. Because that's the pop bonus.
That's the pop bonus, baby.
So
I told you, it's not. You said A, legitimate secondary, and B, not the worst matchup in the world. I do still think Peach probably takes it, but I think it's not even it's not like a free matchup. DK has merit.
Yeah.
And also, it's exciting for me to watch one of my favorite characters in the game.
Yeah, DK is always fun to watch. Because either he's killing you at absurdly early percents or he's getting comboed forever, and both of those things are fun to watch.
Both of those things are fun, and also anytime DK gets hit, his eyes go awooga, and it's very funny.
DK's into a particular kind of woman.
Any.
Or man. Or robot. 2D walking apocalypse.
DK is canonically Pan.
Out of all the characters in the game, Peach is the most literally Pam.
True.
She can forward smash
Match
that.
made.
By the way, Mute for 45 seconds has done nothing but hit Jordan and not get hit in return.
That is a factual statement. Can we get a full minute?
209 unanswered and still no stocks have been taken. Anybody could take the first stock.
2 seconds? Full minute.
Full minute.
200%.
And nobody has died either. But with this much space for Peach to work with, this looks like hell for
MuteAce could be the first one to lose a stock, but he's not.
That was the longest 0 to death I've ever seen in my life.
It was literally just perfect play.
Yeah.
There we go. Finally trading your way out of the JV.
I heard somebody in the crowd popping off.
Honestly, if that's your boy, please pop off when they get the hit.
Yeah.
Give him something.
Dude, I feel like if I was the player, I'd hate that.
Maybe.
It's like when you play Gran Turismo and you fail enough times and then like a little picture of somebody pops up and they're like, you can do this, you got it. I spike my controller and I go, shut up, Sarah.
I knew I could do it. But you're patronizing me.
You're patronizing me, exactly.
Oh.
I won the last game. Don't tell me, oh, good job, you got a trade. Oh my gosh,
well.
MuteAce, good job, you got a stock.
Okay, there we go. Getting some uppers on the way down. What the hell? Was that auto or no? I don't know.
Well, that was his turnip. Why did it parry his own turnip?
I don't know.
That was so weird.
I don't know anymore.
Beefy Smash dudes. Can we get the Smash review? So Mute with
I had to stop myself from
full. I'm C5.
It's not even. I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you now. I was going to say review Ds. That's all I could think about. my head and my brain is mush. It's late.
I feel that way watching this matchup where Mute is just throwing vegetables at Jordan over and over, and it's just been that way for the last 3 minutes. Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Mute. Thank you.
You
did what needed to be done.
That looks so like. Game 2, at least once the stage got bigger than small battlefield,
yes,
everything fell apart.
Yes.
We
That is the way of the ape. There is no escape.
Contrary to what a popular game series may lead you to believe.
Right. It's false advertising.
They should add a question mark to that series.
Ape
Escape?
Man.
Yeah, rest in peace, that series.
Good music in that series.
I just think the monkeys look funny.
They do look funny.
And all of the chill people on Call of Duty back in the day, on PS3, had an Ape Escape avatar.
Yeah.
All the chill people had it.
On a battlefield with some vibing music.
Poolside. Okay, this is, I believe, looking at the Smash data page, this was the 4th most played character?
I don't care. When you get to the 4th on Smash, I don't care. I don't know what's happening anymore. Tell me I'm wrong, please.
It seems...
Am I wrong?
It seems to me like Jordan is a bit frustrated with the way that
he's doing great right now.
I mean, this is a Sword versus Peach. This shouldn't necessarily be pretty good. But the problem will then pursue when, if MuteAce gets a lead, it's going to get really hard for Jordan. But if you get the lead,
Jordan's on fire.
Now Mute has to come to you.
Okay, here's the thing. If we get Jordan to take this one and go to Game 5...
He has to go to the banjo.
No, yeah. It has to go to a different character, yeah. I was going to say.
Because Mute's an adaptation monster.
If you give Mute... Whoa.
Okay, so quick update for y'all. Skits just 3-0'd Johnny.
Correction. Super Saiyan Skits just 3-0'd Johnny.
Super Skits just 3-0'd Johnny. Boy, Skits is a threat. That guy's gotten so good so fast.
Oh my goodness, we could have Wario Dittos.
We could, especially if MuteAce is able to take this game, and it looks like he is already kind of getting used to fighting the Corrin a little bit.
Right. MuteAce is familiar with this character. You know, you just got to get familiar with Jordan.
Yeah.
On this character.
But he's been doing a really good job of kind of supervising the pace of the game, even when he's not in the lead. He's very good at just saying, all right, let's slow it down. Let me create my space. You're not a particularly fast character. So I get some distance and I can get a better handle on sort of, especially your approach and your movement habits, because that gets, amplified in how much you can take in when you're playing at a bigger distance.
I feel like Louisiana has exactly two kinds of players. You have your Zais and you have your RJs. And I feel like, like Sea Falcon, kind of closer to the Zai side.
Sure, yeah.
If I were to categorize Z3 as a Louisiana player, they're on the Zai side, right?
Sure. Even though Z3 is from Austin,
Correct.
Texas.
If I were to drop, that's what I'm saying. For a point of comparison.
Sure.
Jordan is deeply on the RJ side.
Can you explain what that means for the people?
What that means is Jordan will pick an option where you will say, that's an option, and it will kill you, but it will not happen again if you're MuteAce.
Yeah, like that forward tilt, for example. Something that we haven't seen yet, might not see it ever again.
The first stock was a crazy bite setup that that worked that one time, and I don't think he'll even attempt it again.
No. Yeah, you're right. It's like playing Devil May Cry, right? I've used the style points on this. Now I've got to go to something else.
Right. It's so much at you at once.
He's already on to double S right now. Super stylish.
Got caught dashing back. Great air dodge through the turnip.
Ooh, and the nair out of the corner as well. And ooh, he went for it again.
Right.
And then he got killed for it.
Different situation, but this time MuteAce was ready, held that block, got the back air in time. Last stocks. MuteAce on the... Who dash attacks ever with this character?
I don't know. Somebody who wants to increase the style points.
Correct.
You got to get more points for the kill.
And that's all I'm trying to say is Jordan will... He's gonna mix you. It is late. I have to turn the filters on actively. Normally they're just on.
Yeah.
Because camera is on, but I had to think really hard.
Right now, Jordan's got to think really hard about how to close out this game because MuteAce built up a hell of a lot of momentum right now. I mean, he is clobbering Jordan. It's anybody's game at this point.
Louisiana, get loud for your boy.
Oh, they are. Oh, they are out there. Don't worry about that. Ooh, actually getting through the kick, but the kick again. Yeah, still living. It's not Smash 4. I forgot.
Well, that kills anybody who doesn't know how to DI pin.
But guess what? MuteAce has played plenty of sets against Shattuck.
Would be reasonable if that's like the first pin that's connected in the set, realistically, right? But MuteAce does.
Oh my god, the balls to do that forward air off ledge. Forward air is a slow move.
It is not quick.
But it reaches, and that's what MuteAce needed. And then the back air just disposed of him at the ledge at just the right moment. I think that Jordan just tensed up a little bit there at the end.
It was a great bait from MuteAce, showing their hand a little bit by tossing out the double back airs, and then stop for a second, hold the block. You know your opponent wants to get up with that aerial from ledge, especially when you're got those nice aerials that Corrin has access to.